Hey guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris and I just got done watching Creed 2. And with Creed 2, it follows the story of Adonis Creed. Now he had his little loss at the end of Creed, but yet he's the people's champion. From there he goes on to winning streak to winning streak. Life is good. He's got a beautiful girlfriend. He's got a nice life. He's still got Rocky by his side training him. But when the past and legacy of his father come up, a new opponent emerges, Victor Drago. Now this happens to be the son of Ivan Drago, the man that killed Creed's father. From here, Creed must now own up the strength to fight this competitor either for himself or to respect the legacy of his father. And that's all pretty much say without giving any spoilers to you guys. This is a spoiler-free review. I'm just going to tell you what I liked about the film, what I didn't like, hit you with a rating system just like this one, breaking down the elements of the film and giving you a final ranking. Now I gotta take you straight out of the gate. I was extremely surprised with how great Creed turned out as a film. To think that the 7th film in an installment could be so amazing that it warrants a new franchise beginning only made it more painful the fact that that director, Ryan Coogler, was not coming back for Creed 2, and the fact that Ryan Coogler is the one who handpicked this director to take over the franchise, that's gotta mean something. And Stephen Caple Jr., the director of Creed 2, manages to bring it all the way. Let me go into some of the positives for this movie. For one, I was super afraid of how they were going to handle the character of Dolph Lundgren, Ivan Drago. Because if you take Rocky 4, that guy had about 5 to 7 lines, and in one 3-minute scene in this movie, he doubles that. And I have to be honest with you, when I saw Rocky 4 as a kid, I swear to God, I thought this guy was a robot. I thought the Russians had built a robot to kick Rocky's ass. Straight up Terminator. So bringing a character with the personality of a robot, with the delivery of a Terminator, and the fact that you're going to try and flesh him out to a character I'm going to watch in a modern time film? Skeptical, but man, if Dolph Lundgren and this director did not have a perfect story to continue on the Ivan Drago legacy. The subplot between he and his son was some of my favorite parts of this movie. I enjoyed every second of what that brought onto the table. Following along from there, the other subplots with Creed and Rocky, obviously the two people we want to see most in this movie. I really like how they're stepping up Adonis Creed, Michael B. Jordan's character, to be front and center of this franchise, because we all know we're coming here because of Rocky. We're all starting on this legacy because of Rocky. But we know this man can't be in it forever, so we have to be 100% in to the Adonis character. And this film, it has its up and downs with him, but it continues me liking this character and wanting to see where he goes. Sylvester Stallone, of course, really great. He's got this character down 40 years in. If you don't have this character down, then what's the point of us coming back to watch these movies, right? But the question will be, is he going to get nominated again like he did for the last Creed movie? I don't think so, but I don't think that's necessary. The character is still well fleshed out in this movie, and just the charm of Rocky and everything he brings, just every second he's on screen, I smile. So I'm happy to have him in here, and they gave him plenty to do for me to be happy with the character. The fight choreography as well, I thought they had it really well done in Ryan Coogler's Creed, but I might be an outsider here, and I'll say that the fight choreography in this movie was better than what Ryan Coogler did. If you go back and watch those past Rocky movies, which by the way, I'm going to re-ranking them, including this Creed 2 in that ranking, so be looking out for that. It'll probably be a card right above me or link in the description. It's really tough to watch in modern times. You can tell people are not getting hit, the sound effects are off. If people box the way they did back in those movies, we'd have plenty of dead boxers. But the way this is done in this film, I thought was really well done. It's got me squealing. It's got me going, ooh, damn, bam. That was unnecessary, I'm sorry. So I have to give this new director props on that end. I'm extremely satisfied with the way this sequel turned out. I'm happy where the franchise is going if they go on ahead and make a third film, which, come on, we're all hoping for that, right? Nothing can be worse than Rocky 5. So with that said though, I am going to jump into some of the negatives, but I want to caution you, whatever negatives I had, it does not outweigh this movie being so damn freaking good. But I still have to be honest about what bugged me when I was watching the movie. For one, the biggest thing that bugged me when I was watching Creed 2 is I was starting to realize in the 8th film, which I think this is actually a compliment, not really that much of a negative, these boxing movies, this Rocky franchise can only do so much. Watching this movie, I was realizing that, oh my God, this is kind of like Rocky 4. No, not this is like Rocky 3. This part right here is like from the first Rocky. You realize that there's bits and pieces of all these other Rocky movies, and this was sort of mashed into another one. This might be a wall for them now because I don't see where else they can go. Because in this film, I started to see the story beats. About 20 minutes in, I knew exactly how this was going to play out. This fight's going to go down, it's going to go this way, there's going to be a training montage, there's going to be a speech about I can't believe in myself, but oh wait, I do believe in myself, even harder training montage, the final fight and victory. Or a loss. There's really 50-50 you can go. He wins or he loses. You know beat for beat where this could go, and like I mentioned, they do add a twist and turn here that I'm like, okay, this keeps it a little fresh, but still, You can't do this in every movie, so I'm starting to see the limitations of where this can go. That's really the only biggest negative I have. If I had to give a really damn nitpick for this great movie, I think it's one of the worst training montages, man. I mean, the Rocky movie isn't solid without its training montages, and this one was pretty weak for me, but that's a personal thing. Alright, so for Creed 2, I'm gonna give action 4 stars. I really love the choreography and how it was done in this film. It was some of the best that I've seen in all the Rocky movies. Comedy in the film, I'm gonna give it 2 stars. There weren't tons of moments of comedy, but when it was done, especially Michael B. Jordan and Sylvester Stallone, they just have that charm down. Drama in the film, I'm gonna give it 3 stars. It was a compelling story. It had me engaged. I wanted to see where it was gonna go, even though it was pretty predictable where it was headed. But the subplots between Dolph Lundgren and his son, Sylvester Stallone and Michael B. Jordan, and everything going on there really seals the film and makes me happy with it. Horror in the film, I'm gonna give it no stars really. It's a boxing film. Yeah, you got blood. Yeah, you got horrible punches to the face, but you shouldn't really be scared of that. Suspense the film, I am gonna give it 2.5 stars. I thought they do a great job of building suspense, especially in that final fight, because you know it's either gonna go 50-50, but every boxing match still manages to keep me in suspense, wondering, man, he might not make it. Oh, he might though. Casual fans, I'm gonna give it an A+. Cinephiles, I'm gonna give it an A-. And critically, I'm going to give it a B-. For Creed 2, I recommend you add this to your collection at home.
Play the movie.
But that's really my opinion on this sequel to Creed, guys. Let me know what you thought about this boxing movie, if you got around to see it. Like I said, I will be ranking these movies, guys, so go ahead and check that video out. I'll probably have it linked in the description or card right above me. Be sure to like and subscribe, follow me on Twitter, but as always, I'm Chris. Take care.